5 seconds. It is not possible to arrive at an exact figure with regard to the demand for agricultural credit in the conditions prevailing in India, as the country is large with millions of small holdings. Enough data is not available as to their size, crops cultivated, and other particulars. Change in crop pattern is unforeseen, and it has become difficult to estimate the credit needs of the farmers due to various reasons, as majority of them do not maintain separate accounts for household and farm expenses. It was a difficult task to arrive at actual farm expenses. Hence, many of the committees followed different methods to arrive at the demand for agricultural credit. The All India Rural Credit Survey worked out the demand on the basis of the detailed enquiries made in respect of a few selected families of cultivators. Later, committees estimated the demand on the basis of field studies and surveys conducted very minutely. The review committee, while estimating the demand of production credit, felt that what is important is not a global estimate of credit requirements but an estimate which is related to agricultural production in general and to modern inputs and improved methods in particular. This would also include an element of consumption expenditure. The other requirements may be large as well as important, but taking the overall shortage of resources, it is necessary to have an order of priorities and to ensure that preference is given to the requirements arising under the program of development. There are so many imponderables and variables involved in an exercise of this nature that the smaller the area for which an estimate is attempted, the more meaningful and useful it is likely to be. The conditions not only differ from state to state and area to area, but data also is not available in requisite detail. Realistic assumptions can therefore be made only for such areas. The speed at which the agricultural programs gather momentum cannot be forecast with any reasonable degree of certainty, as that would depend partly on the impact of the inputs and new techniques and partly on the degree of success achieved in making necessary organizational arrangements. There are also natural factors such as rainfall, which cannot be foreseen if the program for high yielding varieties justifies on terms of substantially increased production. The resources of those who raise the varieties may be expected to increase sufficiently from year to year to lead to a progressive reduction in the dependence on borrowings. Production credit requirements may nevertheless continue to be high if larger incomes are not used for current production outlays. As between different class of farmers, the larger the cultivator, the more his need for credit occasioned by the use of modern inputs. It is not therefore unreasonable to assure that there is a section belonging to higher level which requires to borrow mainly in kind or for the purchase of fertilizers and pesticides. The demand for credit for cash outlays for traditional inputs and for maintenance is likely to be proportionately more significant as the size of holding declines. During the beginning of the plan, the cooperatives were given importance to provide farm finance, and they were expected to meet the entire credit needs of the farmer. Because the cooperatives have certain advantages over the other agencies, especially commercial banks. The Banking Commission has pointed out that the existence of a large number of small production units in agriculture working under different conditions creates special problems to provide adequate supply of credit to agriculture. It is therefore necessary, in the first place, that the outlets through which credit is provided to the units should be spread over widely in such a way that they are within a convenient distance of the production units. The cooperative credit system attempts to achieve this through the medium of primary credit societies. The commercial banking system has no such widespread organization. Another important feature of the cooperative credit system is the intimate knowledge of local conditions and problems about which persons in charge of the institutions should have. The commercial banking system does not possess such knowledge at present and will require more time and energy before it can achieve adequate level. Sir, the government had earlier accorded approval for entrusting the entire examination work, such as scrutiny, issuing hall tickets, valuation and preparation of merit list, to Messrs Data Processing Company. The rates quoted by firm have also been approved by government, and the firm is attending to the work all these years. After formation of the state owned Technological Services Corporation, the government issued orders to entrust the examination work to the corporation in future at the rates fixed by government. It has also been ordered that if the corporation cannot undertake the work due to various commitments, it will entrust the work to some other agency registered with it, but the departments concerned cannot entrust the work to another company on their own. These instructions have come into force from the last year, and they are being strictly adhered to. In this connection, I am directed to state that a number of examinations were held in the last 2 months, and the examination work has to be attended on priority. When the corporation was contacted, it was given to understand that the work relating to an earlier examination is yet to be completed, and it can take up the proposed work only in April next year. If it were so, declaration of results will get delayed. There is already widespread criticism in press and public that results of the examinations conducted are declared with abnormal delay. So, if the examination work is not done through the corporation, it may not be possible to conduct the next examination according to schedule. It is therefore suggested that government may reconsider and issue revised orders for entrusting the examination work to Messrs Data Processing Limited, whose rates are lower when compared with the rates being paid to the corporation. Yours faithfully,